Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Lodestone Productions, where we help you discover your true north. I am Aditi, and this is a message for whenever this message reaches you, because Spirit is not bound to our time and space continuum. And so, the only time by which we tell time is divine time. Dig what I'm saying? So let us check our spiritual voicemail and see what's what. So, yesterday, I was, in a word, a mess. I went to go see a movie with some friends. The movie was called A Man Called Otto. It was a film adaptation from a Scandinavian book by the same title. It was about a gruff old man, whose heart was too big and as a result of that big old heart, in his advanced age, he became closed off and was adopted, much to his chagrin, by his neighbors on this little street where he had lived his entire adult life. Go see it. I thoroughly enjoyed it, but the emotional output was a lot heavier than I expected. And it doesn't mean that I didn't enjoy the movie. I enjoyed the movie. I will happily watch it again and again. And if DVDs were still a thing, I would definitely. That would be one of those movies I would have on DVD and watch with my kids. Even though my kids don't really watch movies with me like that anymore. But anyway, this would be one of those. It was wonderful, but emotionally I was a wreck. And even in my meditation before I started this video, the phenomenon of your heart being too big and becoming closed off in an attempt to protect this big heart is something that I am very familiar with. And it becomes more and more apparent as the days go by. So, I guess today's topic is going to be when your heart's too big. When your heart's too big. So let's check our spiritual voicemail and see what's what. Shall we? Do let's. When your heart's too big. King of Cups coming out the gate. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, thank you, Spirit. It's going, ooh, shit. It's going to be, ooh, it's going to be one of those. All right. The King of Cups. Yeah. Feeling and not feeling way more than you let on. Also having this sense of duty to those around you. All right. Those that you care about. Being very protective of them, and sometimes it will come off in a gruff and or abrupt way. Seven of Pentacles and the Lovers. Five of Wands, Ace of Cups, and Ace of Swords. Golly, all right. Let's just talk about it then. Feeling way more than you let on. Pouring into those that you care about, knowing that not all of them are going to be reciprocal in that. And sometimes people just, sometimes people love differently. And they may return the love the best way that they know how, but it is not compatible with the way that you love, and because of that, it doesn't bear fruit, or they just simply don't return it. We're living on Earth, not in utopia. So, sometimes this emotional content gets taken for granted, but you are choosing to fight past all of that. And love purely and honestly. So I'm thinking there's no other way to do that. And we're talking about something that is as sacred as love in all of its forms. And if you're going to choose to love in this world, let it be pure and let it be honest. Knowing that purity and that honesty may not be returned to you, but you're going to get it from Spirit, and you hold that close. You hold that with the Four of Pentacles. You hold it close and you hang on to it. There's also the shielding that happens just as a form of protection. Because you may, especially in your younger days, you may have just rushed to pour all of this emotional content on everyone and everything, and it might have been a bit intense. Page of Cups, it might have been a bit intense, for a lot of people. And some people don't get it. Some people thought it was a joke, thought you didn't know what you were doing with this Knight and this Page energy. Sometimes when people are being outright or forthcoming with what they're feeling, other people don't really know how to take that. And so the response to this may be less than what you expected, which can cause one to go inward and double check and see, hey, is it me? Is what I'm what I'm putting out, does that really line up with how I'm feeling internally? Like, does it make sense? The high priestess comes in with a lot of going in and fine-tuning the spiritual path, right? Like, when your outside world is not shaping up the way that you want, you go to your inner world and make adjustments. If your engine is knocking, you don't just wash the car and go on about your life. You go check and see what's going on in the engine and address where the knocking is coming from, right? You got to go under the hood with the high priestess and get to the root of the issue with the King of Swords. All right, so we've got the Page of Pentacles here, which is a lot of trial and error. Well, let's put a little bit here and see how this works. Let's invest a little bit in this and see what it does. Let's take some resources. In this case, the resource is strictly love. We're gonna keep it with the love for this reading. So let's take this love from this thing and see what happens with that and see if it can live on its own. All right. Knight of Wands and the Tower. And this one is Much Ado About Nothing. Okay. So watching where you actually put this love and how it feels to you, how it feels to them, and then also being nimble, right? Not really putting okay, back to this. So we were here on the Knight of Wands. So even with making adjustments to where you put your love, there's a swiftness about it. It's like you ever watch an accountant on an abacus and how quickly those fingers move? That's what I'm seeing here with this Knight of Wands. With the Tower, it's really changed. It's changed how you interact with people. And while part of this might have been comfortable, but comfortable for who? You know, all of these things had to change. Because the imbalance was too much to bear. Way too much. Four of Cups, people were taking advantage. Seven of Cups, not taking advantage, but like taking what you had to give for granted. You know, just assuming that all of this big, potent, over the top kind of love was going to be there. And because you gave it so readily, people felt like there were other people who felt like they could just get it anywhere. because, I mean, you provided with no issue at all. So surely it is bountiful. It's not bountiful, actually. The love you have to give is unique. See that? Unique. This big heart of yours, yeah. Don't nobody love like you. And to think that people could just get your brand anywhere else, you let them fucking find out. The Eight of Cups. Let them find out. Because you know that even with all of this that you have to give, that it could be applied. It could be applied better with the Hierophant. So you went inside. You went to the source of pure love. Right? Went to Spirit and be like, listen, how is this supposed to, how do I do this better? And Spirit says, well, come on with me. Come take a walk with me. The Six of Swords. Come take a walk and let's chat. Let's chat about it. Let's rap. Let me go ahead and open up some stuff for you with the Sun. Show you how this can really go. Right? Now, it's going to seem kind of out of the way with the Judgment card, but you came to see me. And the human way is not, it's not my way. And that's fine. Sometimes you're not going to be able to see where you're going, but I promise you everything that you ever want and or need. If you make the choice to walk with me, you're going to get it. I can show you the world. Flip all this shit over Susan. Yeah. Like, and there will be joy. There will be celebration. Because this big heart of yours is able to be free. And you don't have to worry about whether or not there's protection around you. You know, you don't have to stress about it. Because you're going to be able to see from a unique point of view all the parts that are moving. Once you're able to separate yourself from the immediate situation and rise above it, you'll be able to see a broader sense of the picture. Big enough for your heart to fit in comfortably. And instead of working from a why don't people love me type of energy, you come from the healed perspective, from the I love me, Spirit loves me. And because Spirit and I are one, that means that I love the rest of you as well. Now, I'm only going to love you to your level. I'm only going to love you to your level. No judgment, just to your level. Because if this works out, because when this works out, I'm going to wind up moving up a level myself. the Wheel of Fortune. Moving up a level myself, and then wind up being a source of inspiration for people that I'll never even meet with the Five of Pentacles. Once in a dream. Once in a dream. To be a source of inspiration, to show them how to be true to your heart. Wow. How to be true to your heart and how to actually love yourself fully and show the benefits of loving oneself. The benefits of taking care of your heart, how that can actually work out for you. Wow. Okay. Thank you for taking the time to hang out with me today. Whew. And until we meet again, remember to be good to yourselves and to each other. And I will see you next time. Bye now.